Do not lose heart. Because with so much going on, Lamont, good to see you. Lamont, how you doing? I didn't see you. You didn't have no stars and stuff on this evening like you got. I didn't know who that was sitting there. You usually got the stars shining on you and all that stuff. But that's right, football season. But good to see you. But we do so much in the course of a week as a child of God, worrying with what we're going to eat, how we're going to prepare it, what we're going to wear, and what we got to say, and what time we got to be there. And over the course of a week, it makes us weak. And weakness is one of those things that causes us to lose heart. And I told you this morning, when we stopped this morning, the biggest thing that you and I deal with in the world today is lawlessness. You know what I mean by that? That's when you see people who have no disregard for the Lord at all behave the way they behave. That's why people do what they do in the church. I mean, years ago, you would never see people in the church talk out loud when the preacher's preaching, when somebody else doing something. Now they don't care. They start their own conversation. They don't care what the preacher is. They don't care if you preaching. They get to talking, laughing, talking about what happened last week. See, that's total disregard for God, because even though I'm speaking, this is God speaking through me. So you disrespected him. And that causes people to lose heart when they see people who do not have any respect for God. You got some Christians to do anything they're big enough to do. But one of the things, Lord have mercy, Holy Spirit, stop pushing. That's what causes them to lose heart. They use this term: if he doesn't respect them, then why should I respect? Well, don't worry about what they do. God will deal with them. You just make sure you stay where you're supposed to be. Lack of respect. People not only lack respect, they actually demonstrate that they don't respect God. Amen. We had some folk try to remind you, because some of us get amnesia overnight. We might try to remind you what you promised, but the commitment was to God. Yes. That's when I say they show you they will demonstrate that they don't have no respect. Or they'll tell you, what are you talking about? You bother them too much. They fly off the handle. So now let's get back to the text so that I can finish up tonight. If we're going to, we have to know what it takes to be able to stand so we don't lose heart. I'm not going to say I'm not going to keep you long. Because I don't want you to say, see, that's lawless. But I don't want you to use that against me, since I taught you that. But you must know what it takes. What will it take? We encounter so much in life. One of the things is that even though we are Christians, I'm not sure that we know where our source of power is. In 1 Corinthians, or 2 Corinthians rather, chapter 3, and I'll wait till you turn it because I need to read this because you need to get this whole thing, and I'm going to read more than I want to make a point for a purpose tonight. We're going to be all right, so just stay with me. I promise you'll be able to go home and sleep good tonight. Ease your pain. But in 2 Corinthians chapter 3, I want to show you something. A lot of times now, I know we preachers, we preach, and I like preaching. Lord knows I love preaching. I don't know. My wife got me started with this thing. I think she started sometime. And I don't. I'm just telling you now. I don't love preaching more than I love my wife. I love my wife, but I love preaching.
Amen. All right.
I love her too. I do. But I love preaching. I don't go out and ask folks to invite me to preach. I sure love preaching. Anyway, let me do this. In 2 Corinthians chapter 3, I want to read something for you, and then I'll try to get where I need to be in a few minutes so that I can let you go. But I want to give you something to stand on, something positive, something upbeat for this week, since we're talking about losing heart. Now, let's start reading in verse 1 of chapter 3. You ever read these scriptures? You know, you read it when the preacher calls out one, but put them together and see if it makes sense. Now, here's what Paul said. Paul said, do we begin again to commend ourselves? That's a question, isn't it? Do we begin again to commend ourselves? Something has happened. Why would Paul say again? Okay, now watch the scripture, not me. He says, or need we, as some other epistle or commendation to you, a letter of commendation from you? He said, ye are our epistles written in our heart, known and read of all men. Oh, I see where he's going. For as much as ye are manifestly declared to be the epistles of Christ, ministered by us, written not with ink, but with the Spirit of the living God, not in tables of stone, but in fleshly tables of heart. Isn't that heavy? Heart. Watch now, he said. And such trust we thought Christ to God. He said, not that we are sufficient of ourselves to think anything as of ourselves, but our sufficiency is of God. So we can make it. If you just know where you are, you can make it. Watch. Who also has made us able to minister of the New Testament. Oh, not of the letter. Did you get that? He said, not of the letter. I wonder why Paul would say, not of the letter. Because you know something? There are those who try to live by the letter of the law, right, who make God's word legalistic. Yes. So notice what he says. Not by the letter, but of the Spirit. He said, for the letter killeth, but the Spirit gives life. That's why Paul later on in this same book, Paul said, all things are lawful, but all things are not expedient. You may be right to punch somebody, but is that expedient? You may have your rights, your liberties. The Bible talks about in Galatians chapter 5. Paul said we have liberties of life. He said, but only don't use your liberties as a license to do wrong. We have liberties in Christ, but our liberties have boundaries too, and so we shouldn't try to force anything, but we should teach God's word. Now let me get through this.